How to install illuminated door still. This vehicle here is a 17 Fusion. I'm going to upgrade to one that will light up. So this is the one that lights up. This is just a plain old factory black one here. So I bought this on eBay. It wasn't too bad of a price, reasonable price on it. Came with all the stuff I need on it. So what you need to do before you start doing this, you want to disconnect the battery and wait for about 10 minutes to make sure the airbag system is decharged, because you are going to be removing some panels that has to do with side airbag curtains on it, and you don't want to mess with those while it's got power to them. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you want to go ahead and do is take this plate off here, take this plate off here, and you'll take this plate off here, and this one right here, and you want to kind of pull this one down some where you can feed the wires through it. I'll go ahead and show you this. So what you need, you can either use your bare hands or a door panel tool remover. All you gotta do is kind of go underneath of it and pry up on it. You'll have a metal clip here, and you'll have a metal clip here. Then you got maybe 2 or 3 plastic clips that held on into place. Me, I'm able to just kind of pop it off just by hand. And this is what I was talking about, the little clip, just 2 plastic clips and 2 metal on the outer ones. So you can just set that off to a side. Then you'll have a clip here. I'd recommend taking this off first, and this panel here, and this one here. So go ahead and just over here, you can just pull down on it, just like so. Just enough where you can pop this cover off here. Kind of get behind it, and off it goes. It's all basically just plastic clips, so you want to be careful on it, taking it apart. And here, you can just kind of reach your hand over, and you want to be careful on the top because it is a little bit more fragile up there. Doesn't really have much of a clip onto it. After that, then you want to take your door panel tool. You're going to pop this clip off, this whole black piece here. You want to take off. That came off a lot easier. All I just had to do is pop this off, and I was just able to just pull outwards on it and pop it out of place here. So then what they say here, I don't think I'll do it, but I'll get it where I can fit the wires through here. Just kind of maybe pull this down just enough to feed the wires through it. Alright, so when you do that, go ahead and set this off to the side. They want you to take the dome light off here, and I do have a video on it. All I gotta do is take a flathead screwdriver, and I'd pry right about here downwards gently on it. Same thing over here, pry downward gently. Then you can just take your hand, both hands, at this back end and give it a good firm pull on it. Do not try pulling on this piece here because this is not attached to anything. It's just glued onto the dome light here itself. Alright, so what I was saying is just kind of pull right here with the flathead screwdriver, because you got the 2 plastic clips. That comes off fairly easy. But then when you move to the back, you got the metal clips here and on the back end of it that are metal, so it's going to stay in there. It's going to stick to it stronger, so you have to give it a good firm pull. Then what it's wanting you to do is basically splice onto this connector here. So it wants you to splice to this ground one here, right where my finger's at. And it wants you to splice to this third one, I believe it is. I'd have to look back on the thing, I'll let you know. But let's go ahead and disconnect this. Just push in, pull out. Same thing with here. Push in, we'll pull out. Just like so. Go and set that off to a side. And what I plan on doing here, they might say to drop the headliner down some. I'm just going to kind of force the wires underneath of the headliner basically, and do it that way, where I'm not taking everything apart. That's not necessary. Alright, sorry if this video is a little bit jumpy, but this is what I have done so far now. I kind of fed the wire through up here. I didn't take this off, I just kind of pulled it out some, just enough for me to run the wire through here, and I'm gonna, like I said, tuck it under the roof here. Then I'll go ahead and do this other side over here for the passenger one, and I'll just run along the roof and down the pillar here, and down along here to the still panel. Alright, so I got this side kind of wired in mostly, but you can see how it lights up now. And when you close the door, don't know if you'll do it or not, how it shuts off. See, it's still on right now. Probably because it may take a while, because I think it takes a while for the car. For the dome lights to shut off, I guess, when you turn the lights, or when you close the door. So, since I got that wired up, I'll show you how I wired it up. It's not the best wiring, but I did it just for right now to make sure it actually works. But the black wire on this one here goes black, then the second one from the bottom is the power for it. Alright, I disconnected the battery and you can see now that it's off here. Alright, I got that side all put together. Back where it goes, I need to put the little trim panel back on it, popped off. I'll go ahead and start on my passenger side. Same thing over here. Get your hands underneath of it if you can. Just give it a good firm pull on it. Alright, I already went ahead. Got this one put back in, the new one here. Now I just gotta get the wiring all finished up. I just gotta get some more slack on this, pull some from the driver's side towards the passenger side. Well, I can tuck this under the sunroof here. Then I will electrical tape the two connection I've spliced to it so they don't touch each other. Then I'll go and put the console, overhead console, back in place. Then you should be all ready to go. So that's how you install an illuminated steel plate on a Ford Fusion. Thanks for watching.